I bought my lake cabin years ago as an escape from the chaos of city life. The calm waters, tall pine trees, and the sound of loons at night made it my sanctuary. Unfortunately, paradise came with a catch: the homeowners association. At first, they seemed harmless, sending newsletters about neighborhood picnics and community spirit. But slowly, the rules piled up: no fishing off your own dock after 8 p.m., no colored lights during holidays, no unsightly furniture on porches. I kept quiet, paid my dues, and minded my own business. That is, until they came after my water supply. One morning, I received a letter taped to my cabin door. In bold, aggressive font, it read: Notice: non-compliance with HOA dock regulations. If this violation is not corrected, water service to your property will be suspended. Apparently, my dock, the same one that had been there since the 1960s, didn't meet their modernized guidelines. I laughed at first. Surely they couldn't cut off my water over a dock. But at the next HOA meeting, the board president, a smug man named Gerald with a permanent scowl, made it very clear. We enforce the rules strictly, he said, looking directly at me. Failure to comply will result in water service termination. The room murmured with approval. They thought they had me trapped. What Gerald and his loyal little army didn't know was that my grandfather had helped build this community back in the day. In fact, he designed the original water system. Years ago, while cleaning out the cabin's attic, I stumbled across a set of blueprints rolled up in a weathered tube. As I studied them again, I realized something the HOA had clearly forgotten. The main water line for the entire neighborhood ran directly under my property. Even more shocking, the primary shutoff valve sat inside a locked utility box, in my basement. If they wanted to play water games, I held all the cards. A week later, true to their word, the HOA sent contractors to disconnect my cabin's line. They strutted around like they owned the place. But when they shut off what they thought was my valve, nothing happened. My water kept running clear and strong. Then, late that evening, I went to the basement, turned the old iron handle on the master valve, and waited. Within minutes, my phone lit up with panicked messages from neighbors. Hey, is your water out too? I can't even flush the toilet, what's going on? Gerald says there's a system malfunction. By the next morning, the entire HOA board was in chaos. Residents were furious, demanding answers at an emergency meeting. Meanwhile, I sat on my porch with a fresh cup of coffee, watching the sunrise over the lake. Finally, Gerald stormed up to my cabin, red-faced and sweating. Did you do this? He barked. I calmly pointed to the old rolled-up blueprints I had placed on the table. Funny thing, I said. Looks like your water system depends on my property. Maybe next time, you'll think twice before threatening me. Word spread quickly through the community. Homeowners, who had suffered under years of the board's bullying, suddenly realized the HOA wasn't as powerful as it pretended to be. Gerald and his cronies were humiliated, and within weeks, new leadership was voted in, people who actually cared about fairness and community. As for me, I kept my dock exactly the way it was. And every time I turned on the tap, I couldn't help but smile, knowing I held the HOA's lifeline in the palm of my hand.